Oh, yes.
It's an American-invented contact sport with roots in sports entertainment, and lately it's been getting a lot of national attention.
That's for sure. We're talking about roller derby, and believe it or not, there's a women's team that's formed right here in Michiana. And News Center 16's Catherine Rufiner is live at USA Skate in Mishawaka to tell us all about it. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning, Gordy. It's crazy back behind me. These girls take this sport very, very seriously, and I have one of their own, Jennifer, with me this morning. Jennifer, talk to me a little bit about how roller derby started here. I know it started back up in the 90s, really picking up, and you said originally in the 50s. So what brought it here to South Bend?
It all started because the founder of the league, Shannon Hoyt, she just decided one day, her and a couple of her friends were talking, and it all started with a Facebook post. She was just kind of like, hey, would anybody be interested in starting roller derby in South Bend? And she got like 800 responses. Of 800, about 80 showed up, 40 stayed. Now there's, I think, 25 of us original league members that stayed, and it just keeps growing ever since it started. So
now, you know, if we look behind us, I know they're in a pause period right now, but this is a really rough sport. So what draws people to it?
I think that, you know, in high school, a lot of girls in high school, you know, there's not a contact sport for girls. I know me, I always wanted to play a contact sport, and there was nothing that I could get into. It's very empowering as far as, you know, you get to really be active and really do something that, it's hard to explain, that makes you feel good about yourself, and it's almost strictly a female sport, so it's a lot of fun.
Now, there are quite a few teams around the surrounding areas, right?
There's a lot of leagues. Most major cities, we have Kalamazoo, Windy City, which is Chicago, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis. Most of the major cities around us have it. So we were just kind of like a blank spot on the map. So it was really exciting that it got filled in by this. So
okay, and I know we're going to break it down a little bit more here later. We're going to be showing people exactly how the game works, but just tell me the major positions.
There are blockers, pivots, and jammers. Jammers are the point scorers. They're the ones with the stars on their heads, or they will be. One of them's in the penalty box right now. But to play the game, you have a pack of 8 people, and then 2 jammers positioned, one from each team in the back. The pack will move, and then the jammers will move, and the jammer's goal is to get through the pack. First jammer through the pack, without any major penalties, is the lead jammer, which gives her the ability to call off. And then she has to lap around and make every opposing team member she passes is a point.
Okay, very good. And they don't play full contact here, but I wouldn't believe it because they're sure rough out here. They can take a lot, and they take this very, very seriously. We're going to break things down for you a little bit coming up in the 6 o'clock hour, show you exactly how this game works.
Yeah, in
Catherine.
big cities where they have a real good tournament going, the floor's different and everything. So it is played a little bit different around here, but boy, I think we're going to learn a lot this morning.
Yeah, I'm certainly learning a lot already, so it's going to be a fun time.
Okay, are we going to see you out there?
You know what? I wore these today, so probably not.
Oh, sure, there's a good excuse.
But I'll
All
be
right,
mediating from the sidelines here.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Catherine, very good. We'll talk to you.
Little commentary from Catherine Rufiner just ahead this morning.
Very
Thanks,
good.
Catherine.
Yeah, the track is a little bit different there.
Yeah.
You've seen on roller derby for years, they have that bank track, but that's that looks like it might even be a little bit more difficult on the flat track.
Maybe so. I imagine the elevation could give you a little more speed, but who knows?
We'll ask her later.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have much more ahead this morning on 16.
And we're live here at Skate USA here in Mishawaka, and roller derby is the name of the game. I'm not too smooth on these, but these girls certainly are. We'll have more coming up.
Yay, Catherine did it. She put those on. We're so glad. We're going to learn more about the roller derby here in Michiana just ahead. Gordy, she did it.
She did, yes. That's coming up in a little while. Well, it's a cool for Nadal.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you've probably heard of it before, but how much do you really know about roller derby?
Well, it's an all-American invented sport that has a team right here in South Bend.
And they are up bright and early with our own Catherine Rufiner over at USA Skate in Mishawaka to show us what it's all about this morning. Good morning, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Good morning, Trisha. So a little change. I am in roller skates now. Very clumsy on them, I will say, but these girls are excellent on them. We've got Jennifer. She's one of the roller derby girls. So talk to us a little bit about the positions. I know these girls are eager to get going.
What we have in the front, the two with the stripes on their heads, are the pivots, and they control the pack. So if they need to tell their blockers, who are the next ladies in the pack, where to go when they see the jammer coming. The jammers are lined up on a second line, and they move after the pack, and they're actually the point scorers. There's one for each team.
So basically, kind of like a race on roller skates back here for these girls, right? Yeah. Okay, now we're going to attempt to do this. It's pretty crazy, but we're going to see if they can go for us, and we'll have Jennifer do a play-by-play and kind of explain to us what's happening. So are you guys ready? Yeah. All right. All right, I will let him take it over. All right, now they're doing a slower version right now, just so you guys know, so that we can kind of get an idea. Once these girls really get going, they get going fast. So, Jennifer, talk to me a little bit about what's happening.
The jammer's ultimate goal is to get through the pack. The very first jammer, the girl with the star on her head, who gets through the pack without any penalties at all, is the lead jammer. So she's able to call off the pack if she falls behind or falls down, which stops the other jammer from scoring.
Now, the pack's whole goal is to get together, stay tight so that she can't get through.
They want to help their jammer through and block the opposing jammer.
Okay. Now, bet that gets pretty crazy when you've got blockers from both teams.
Right, it totally does. Right now, we actually have a jammer in the penalty box, which is really, really bad because Sacagawea just gets free reign on the track now, so she can just keep going until the time runs out and score as many points as she can.
All right, so what qualifies a penalty? I know there's a lot and we got a little bit of time. We'll talk more about them, but some basic things.
Basically, if there's anything that you can think of that's going to be dangerous to another player, like tripping, blocking to the back, which is pushing from the behind into the back of another player, hitting anybody above the shoulder, they're all major penalties. Using anything below your tricep is also a major penalty. Anything that's going to really risk hurting seriously somebody else is usually a major penalty.
Right. Now you guys do get some bumps and bruises out here, right?
Oh yeah, we've all got some pretty sweet bruises. We've already had a couple of broken tailbones, things like that. So
some tough girls out here, I think it takes to do roller derby, definitely. And we're going to have more about the specific blocks. We're going to get a couple of the girls to demonstrate and show you what's allowed, what's not. They might even get me involved in some of it, some of the less contact things. But these girls are really tough. They know what they're doing out here.
You hope it's less contact.
I hope. Yeah.
All right, Catherine.
Hey, that looks like a great workout, though. I got to think it's got to be good for the glutes and the legs and everything, huh?
Everything. It's got to be. And I mean, these girls are racing literally everywhere. One just slid right behind us here. So they are excellent at what they do, and some great exercise, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay, we're looking forward to learning more. Thanks a lot, Catherine.
Talk to you later.
In the danger zone this morning.
Right, yeah.
6:18, Notre Dame.
I'm Catherine Rufiner, live here in Mishawaka at US Skate. Coming up, we are talking about roller derby. That's not allowed. I'm going to tell you why coming up. All the rules coming up right ahead.
Catherine's playing tough this morning, Gordy.
Boy, oh boy, I wouldn't want to get in her way. Look out. Well, yeah, that's right.
Speaking of contact, let's talk roller derby. So Michiana girls are rough and tough and on a roll.
Literally, the South Bend roller derby girls are going strong, and while they say the sport's a blast, make no mistake, they mean business. And News Center 16's Catherine Rufiner is live at USA Skate in Mishawaka with the team this morning to tell us more. I know they've got a match coming up in a few days, right, Catherine?
They do. They do have a match coming up, and we've got. Introduce yourself for us.
My name's Betsy Berkey-Pyle, also known as Tyrannosaurus Bets.
All right. Now, you've got a match coming up Friday, right?
It's not a match. It's a fundraising event for our league.
Okay.
It is a rock and roll show on Friday at 10 p.m. at the Wander Inn, which is located at 417 Main Street in Mishawaka. It's $3 to get in, and there's 4 different bands playing. We've got rockabilly, we've got hip hop, we've got funk music, we've got everything. So if anybody wants to come out, We'll be there starting at 10 o'clock.
And the money goes to support the league, is that right?
Yes, it goes to support the league. We have lots of fees that we need to pay, so this sort of thing just helps us cover some of those costs.
Okay, and we've got a link to their Facebook page up on our website. If you click on the big red bar later on this morning, we'll have that up so you can have all the information you want on the roller derby girls. And we've been promising it all morning, so we're going to show what blocks are allowed, what aren't. If you were watching in the headlines, when I shoved somebody, not supposed to do that. So they're going to explain to us a little bit what's going on. So Jennifer's been helping us out all morning. Jennifer, if these are the blockers, what am I allowed to do? What am I not if I'm trying to push through them?
You are not allowed to use anything below your tricep.
All right, so no throwing elbows.
No throwing elbows. A lot of people ask, you're going to throw those elbows when they're talking about roller derby, when you're talking about what you're doing, and you're not. Nothing above, just one second.
All right.
Nothing above here. So if I come up and hit her in any way in the helmet, she could lean down and hit me in the shoulder. It's still a penalty because nothing above the helmet, nothing down here. She can't hit me, with her elbow. Mm-hmm. If she's blocking me, she can use anything in the back. Anything to here, nothing below the knee.
So no cutting off, no tripping.
No tripping. Tripping is a major penalty.
Okay.
Bad.
And all of this is centered around safety, and that's the big thing is these girls really, this is a high contact sport, and the main point is to make sure everyone is safe. We even had a girl go down earlier here today. So it's very serious. People can get injured if you don't pay attention to the rules. So just talk to me a little bit. How important is that, maintaining all of the penalties?
Well, it's very important. We need to make sure that we're all doing everything we can as safely as possible so that nobody gets hurt, because we all want to be out here and we all want to be having fun. So, and which is the most important thing. So we all need to, that's why rules are in place. That's why the ref's major concern is safety. It's
Right.
not the rules, it's safety.
Okay.
They want to make sure that we're all good.
Very good. Okay, really fast. We are just about out of time. But Miss Hoity Toity over here, that's her roller derby name, and she is one of the founders. We've got a gift for you, Gordy and Trisha, if you're listening. We've
Yes,
got
yes.
roller derby names for you guys.
Oh,
okay.
all right,
The
let's
girls
hear 'em.
thought of
Always
these
wanted
all
one.
by themselves. So, Hoity.
Okay, for Gordy, we've got Youngblood, Gordy Youngblood, and then for Trisha Slow-Mo, we have Slammy Slow-Mo.
Oh, yeah.
Slammy Slow-Mo.
Young
Slow-mo.
blood.
So you guys are honorary roller derbies.
Oh, I feel,
Roller derby
like I
girls.
belong.
Guy.
Okay. All right, Catherine. What's your nickname, by the way? Did you get one?
I don't know. I
Okay,
don't know.
well, you'll
A
have
good
to come
nickname
up
for
with
Roofiner. Roofiner.
Rough.
We'll think of one. I'll
Rough
have
and
one later.
Roofiner.
Rough and tough roofiner.
Roofinator. There we
The
go.
Roofinator. I like that.
Roofinator.
And the fundraiser is Friday, right? And open to the public, I'm assuming.
Fundraiser is Friday. Yep. And we'll have all that information on our website later, as well as that link we were talking about to the Facebook page.
Okay.
Thank you, Catherine.
All right, and thanks to the gals for showing us this morning. A lot
Okay.
of fun. Hey.